All right, that was Ja Rule and Little Mo. So we had of course, the Senate decided not to take witnesses. There have been 3 impeachments in the history of the United States for presidents, and this is the first time that the Senate ever decided not to have witnesses. And they decided not to have witnesses because their case was eroding. The argument that they were making before, oh, he didn't do it, or the reasons he did it, it went from all of that to we don't care. And the case in point is they said, well, this impeachment is subverting the will of the American people, which is exactly what Donald Trump was doing when he was colluding with a foreign power to get a presidential candidate, dirt on a presidential candidate, and therefore change people's minds. It's exactly what he did with Russia and Hillary Clinton, and they are abetting him. Here's the bottom line. What they're hoping is that this is over with and most Americans go back to what they were doing before, not paying attention. Look at what Donald Trump has done and will do to keep power. He murdered a general with no provocation, did it all, and now we forgot about it. He's allowed all kinds of things to happen. The argument that Hunter Biden should be investigated. Hunter Biden used his father's name for some advantage. Just like every Trump, just like every Clinton, just like every Kennedy. So if we're going to start calling out the children of people who use their father's or mother's name for an advantage, then all of them should go. The bottom line is Donald Trump is clearly guilty. He is the first president I have ever seen who has more friends in jail than I got, and I grew up on 135th and Avalon. It is telling when your lawyer is in jail. When you want to speak to your counsel, they have to say, open the gate. And the Senate is abetting him. The only reason this is happening is because he knew that they would let him get away with it. This is the first time nobody got to ask a question. So we have to wait to read John Bolton's account. We have to wait. We right after it was announced they weren't going to take witnesses, we found out the Department of Justice is helping him hold 20 emails that are pertinent to this conversation. So clearly, the only thing that is left to happen is I clearly think he should be censored. If that's because then Republicans have to say we don't agree with what he did. You can say it's not impeachable, but you can't say you agree with it. Because here is the thing you don't understand. If this stands, no president has to answer. No more Benghazi. No more Fast and Furious. No more Travelgate for Bill Clinton. Now presidents don't have to answer questions at all. So you understand the deadly precedent that you're setting right now. You are setting up people that are kings and queens now with no way of stopping them. Donald Trump is not the kind of man who's going to back off. Matter of fact, this happened right after Barr let him get away with the Mueller report. This happened the very day Barr was complicit in whitewashing that. What do you think he's going to do next when he knows he has a Senate in his back pocket? 75% of Americans wanted questions. 49% of Republicans wanted questions. And they say we don't care. Because here's the deal. What is worse is having people know the truth. Guessing is bad, but knowing the truth would end them all. And the bottom line is evil doesn't get done because good people do it. Evil gets done because good people look the other way. And if Americans allow this to stand, it is an indictment of who we are and who this nation has always been. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.